we have this book, 10 Count. It's called 10 Count because this dude, protagonist, who has OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, makes a list of his so-called unofficial counselor tells him to make a list of 10 things that he avoids doing or dislikes, his taboos, just his list of things that he would never do because it disgusts him. And his unofficial counselor is like, okay, now do them. But instead of it being 10 things, he only wrote 9 things. And his unofficial counselor says, if you do these 9 things, you will be cured. And after doing the 9th thing, I will tell you why I am your unofficial counselor. This unofficial counselor is a counselor, but this dude never had to pay or never had to sign up, register, or anything. He's doing this treatment for free because this dude told him, just pointed out that he had something going on, and at first he was offended, but later he went to check it out and found out he was a counselor there, and he offered to help him for free and told him these things. And then of course he found it sus, but he was like, let's do it. And the unofficial counselor also wanted to be his friend, and I was like, that's great, but also really suspicious. And they spend days, it looks like they're going on dates, but they're basically going on dates as an excuse to be like, I'm gonna help you overcome these 10 things that you've listed down that you hate, so then you could eventually get over your OCD or whatnot. And one scene that I really like is when they enter a train together, and the counselor booked a restaurant so that they could eat together. And so they enter the train, and trains, they move, so you grab onto those railings, and him having the disorder that he does have, he doesn't want to touch that shit because we all know that shit is also very dirty. So it's dirty. His unofficial counselor says that you're gonna fall if you don't hold on to it. So he gets all the courage he has to grab onto it. He's like almost grabbed on until some random dude on the side of him sneezes. And he sneezes as he puts his luggage on top shelf of the train, and he's like in disgust. He was literally about to grab the railing, the thing, okay? And then he gets disgusted. His flashbacks, and his unofficial counselor, his name's Kurose, by the way, is all like, you okay? And then this dude falls on his knees, and he's like, damn, I think I'm gonna pass out, faint. And he insists to get off at the next stop, and this main character feels like ass. And so then his unofficial counselor, having the intentions that he has, offering this counseling service for free, obviously he's trying to get him, I think, as in make him his boyfriend. But I think the main character is really dense and just focused on his OCD. So and then the next thing you know, the unofficial counselor Kurose knows he's about to faint. So he's like, if you had to fall, what would you rather fall onto? The floor or me? Your main character is like, onto you. And I'm just like, you're smooth as fuck. And so then the counselor carries him out the train. And I thought that was really sweet and cute. And y'all should read this manga. This is the first volume of 10 Count. I am not sponsored.